Okay. And we are live. What's going on, everybody? I know you're freaking out. Who is this? What is this? God damn it, Tommy. What is this voice? What is this what is this new thing that you guys are hearing? You haven't heard it in so long. That's right. After a pretty much 3 week, almost a month, actually probably a month hiatus, after how long it took to get here, we are finally back. Your boy Mex with me today. Loopy. What's going on, buddy?
I am doing phenomenal, Max. How are you today?
Phenomenal. I'm doing wonderful, man. Phenomenal.
All right.
So your audio is included, right?
Yes.
Big man
Yes, it
Shazam?
is.
Bet. I was unsure and making sure I was not talking to myself. But
Max, you're always talking to yourself.
always, it's the voice.
The hard breach band. Beach, where are you? Beach. Beach.
No, but as we are going to start it off, for the first ban, we are going to have Hibana on the map, Bank, as well as Nomad. That's going to be actually two very crucial picks. They are going to, for those of you who don't know, Hibanas, they're not going to be able to be used on all of those hatches. Those Nomads are going to be taken off of the board for any flank watches, as well as the Mira, assumingly for the downstairs site.
There's some places you can use her
line
on.
of sight on the servers.
They
You can use her
on their
upstairs,
side.
but let's be honest though. The most powerful site that she's probably most known for and most used on is just kind of getting that line of sight over into servers. Biggest thing I am noticing though, however, and we're having to like rush this in because I am a little behind. I should not have started this yet. But
Yeah,
biggest thing that I'm
very
noticing here
suddenly.
for the ban, I know. Biggest thing I'm noticing here for the ban is going to be that Valkyrie, which means that Cade is actually still going to be on the board. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to get these hatches off. However, with a with a Maverick, which Skywalker on FG will be bringing in here today, it should be no problem for him. And yes, it looks like Locker's CCTV is going to be the first room. Now, we get to slow down a little bit because I started this way too suddenly and I didn't really get to go in that much. What teams we are facing here today are going to be Void versus Farside Gaming. Farside, of course, being on attack and Void being on defense. Now, for those of you who don't know, who are new to Collective or just really haven't been paying that much attention so far, these are two powerhouse teams. These are very powerful,
Absolutely.
hungry teams. They are veteran teams, in fact. They have been in here
Attackers need to
since
locate and defuse as many bombs
season
as they can.
1 back when I joined this. And to be honest, I mean, if you guys don't know who they are by now, I don't know really what else to tell you. We have both admin Sauce Boss over here and supposed to have had Rage as well, but I guess he's not going to be, playing in this game over on Void. And then both admin both admin Skywalker
Monkey.
FG and Monkey as well. So two admins over on FG.
And we have the fifth admin in the party right here. Yeah, last admin's right here. Max, you looking at you.
5 seconds to insertion.
What does admin do?
It means that you rate my paycheck. Oh wait, was I not supposed to say that out loud?
Anyways. Alright. So let's get this started. Looks like we're not going to be having any spawn peaks coming out. One thing I am going to notice, though, that, again, real fast pace. I was not ready yet. One thing I am going to be noticed, this is going to be a very typical spot for this Pulse here, sitting over in this vault, just trying to, wait for any of the attacking team to push down blue stairs or servers. But what I haven't really seen before is this Goyo shield setup. They're going to have three Goyo shields.
I was about to point that
three
out.
of them.
Well, not only is Goyo just an unusual pick in general, but on top of it, we have, like you said, the 3 shields there, and I'm interested to see what that means. They are absolutely looking for that hard server push, but FG not being, also want to point out, not being swayed by the ban at all. No Nomad, that's fine. We're gonna bring a Gridlock, and honestly, I think Gridlock in certain situations, maybe on Bank with all of those rotations, is I think maybe a little stronger. Nomad, you hit the Nomad, it's gone, it's out of the way, can't be used again. But Gridlock, if you don't get rid of those track stingers, then they're there. They are there. Like there's no getting rid of them if they're there.
Oh yeah,
like,
of course. And I mean, her F90 are a good gun. It's not only just that they're there and that they're really good for distraction. I mean, you really can't do much once you see them. You're either going to have to risk trying to, you know, give away your position, put them away, figure out, you know, some sort of way to get past them without taking too much damage. And it looks like, yes, Excelsior will be able to, you know, see this IQ over here on blue stairs like we were talking about before. But yeah, that gridlock, it's going to be the perfect substitute for that Nomad, as now we are going to be watching Chopper Tom get this wall open onto CC's.
I also want to point out that even though he is left unbanned, we do not see an Echo. We do see the IQ looking around in server, trying to find that drone that does not exist. Plant going down early. Probably just trying to bait out. Actually, no, not down. Wow, more of the round has disappeared. I was not ready for this either.
Wow, smokes did go out, but it doesn't really matter. It seems like they were ready for it. They take a lot of damage and actually did get that finish off on the Sophia, but yes, the plant is down.
A lot of chaos going on. Very fast, like sort of once FG sort of got in, they sort of were just in. Not a lot of fight from Void. And that will be a double kill from the Thermite. Beautiful kill from there. Will be taken out.
Ooh, and he gets a kill up on to the hatch as well. Ooh. Is he going to have enough time to be able to take this down? It's going to be a 2v1. He's going to drop to the kill off. Monkey's going to get that kill on the Hectic. He's getting the diffuser. Monkey, what are you doing?
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it didn't matter. There wasn't enough time. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. What a timing. Woo.
Listen. Oh, I should not have started this game up yet. Good Lord. I need to catch up. Let's slow down. Recap, rewind. It's too fast. I'm too ahead of myself right now. This is my first game on in a month. This is the warm-up. So, first round on, warm-up. Second round in, going a lot better. What did we see? We see the beautiful 2K by Crisis, who was able to stick that plant. Did get a lot of damage done, but was able to get that 2K off over into CCTV, as well as getting the smoke off. And I mean, even though, yes, it was a 2v5, two people got taken down, the IQ, I believe, yeah, the IQ, I believe, as well as the Zofia getting taken down early, it didn't really matter. It didn't really mean anything because of the fact that they weren't able to stop that plant. Goyo shields were there. Doesn't mean a thing that Zofia was there to stop it. So, you know, what can you really do with that? The smoke was there, but with the angles that they were holding on him, he didn't have a good enough position, and he didn't really get a good enough sound cue, really, to be able to find out that somebody was planting, you know, in this usual planting spot here.
And, well, I mean, it's just kind of crazy, because on top of it, like, the attackers, despite actually, like, having every disadvantage, you know, the gridlock dropped really late at the end, and it looked like they were about to get the defuse off, but the attackers were able to just stay alive long enough that timer did run out. They didn't have enough time. Those 45 seconds expired, you know, diffused, whatever. Time became an advantage of the attackers when you plant that. It becomes, instead of becoming your clock, it becomes the defender's clock, and the attackers were able to maintain that clock very, very well. Despite it being as close as it was, it obviously didn't matter. I mean, I have no idea how close that was. But what matters is that timing was just perfect. That's what matters.
As we get started in, it was very important. And as we get into the second round, it looks like they're going to be playing a little bit more spread out defensively. Something that we didn't see last time was too much pressure being held over on CC, or not CB, excuse me, over on servers as well as server stairs. Instead, they just sort of let that go, you know, quick as humanly possible, really. But this time, they are going to be playing it a little bit differently. They are going to have Roham. I know it's Roham, but I'm calling you Roham because I feel like it. They are going to be having Roham sitting over on these stairs, just trying to hold him out. Flashes are going out to get caught by the ADS, and he's just going to play smoke for smoke here as he tries to just slow down the attacking team. Another smoke does go down. They have to be careful pushing this here, because if they push this smoke with this shotgun, unless those shots are right dead accurate, they're not going to be able to do anything about it. Ooh, and that right there is the third smoke. So now they're not going to have anything for that plant now down below. Flash does go out, but there's still an ADS there. They can make the first confrontation. They are pushing hard, trying to get the smoke out of CC stairs, or server stairs, excuse me. Flashes are just going out like crazy. Flash did end up getting in, but Roham is not going to have it connect to him. Pushes up the stairs, misses the first shot, and that's going to be the Zofia Simple taking down Roham right there for the kill. They do still have to worry about the Ella, excuse me, who's going to be playing very close onto this door here. They don't realize it. He's going to run in, try to go for the kill. He does get one, almost gets a second, but gets taken down. Chopper Tom being taken off of FG. Simple with the refrag, as now Simple's going to try to push up. Elamine does go out. And they are going to be doing this once again. A strong push. Oh, and this could be huge here. To Tommy holding off this Maestro cam. They don't realize that it's there. He was sitting over in garage, was able to stop that thermite charge from going out, and now they have to just try to push into the site. Hectic getting the one. He's going to try to 1v1 with this thermite here after taking down Simple. Excelsior getting another off on the Skywalker. And this could be this is going to be a 2v3. 20 seconds left. That's going to be the Gridlock Monkey down in garage.
15 seconds to go.
He's all out. 15 seconds left. Crisis is going to have to try to push in here. Diffuser on him, but there just simply isn't enough time. Doesn't see the Jaeger laying down. Hectic will get that kill and wins the round. Oh, and it seems my co-host is AFK. So, very good.
Oh,
round.
I was muted by accident.
There you
That's
go.
awkward. That was really awkward. We're not gonna talk about that. Professional host here, or caster here, everyone.
Yeah.
So it turns out that in that round, though, the defense was able to adjust very, very well to what they saw. They had a very different strategy going into that than they did in the first. And I loved that. Like, it was night and day difference. They had the Maestro to get rid of that thermite charge. They had just night and day strategies, and it just seemed like that they looked at that last round and said, "Oh, this is what we need to do." And it just beautiful adjustment.
Yeah, very quick thinking there. That's going to show the elite from the pros. The difference in that right there is just astonishing. Glad to see that they were able to swap it up, not let the likes of Farside Gaming take that same site again. Surprisingly, though, I am a little shocked to see Farside Gaming go for that exact site again. At least or that exact same approach. Figured they would have tried to switch it up, maybe do a little something different, but
absolutely
just try to do the exact same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it sort of mentality.
I mean, you pointed it out pretty perfectly. Ironically, it's just usually that is like, you don't want to do the exact same thing twice in a row, because then you give them the opportunity to do what we just saw, adjust very easily. And it's just unfortunate that was the what happened. I do like this castle play. Sort of, it seems like they're going to expand the site into this hallway, but now are reinforcing. Maybe they're going to open up the other half. No, they're going to fully reinforce. Okay, I'm kind of curious.
No, I see what they're doing. I mean, I don't understand the castle here in this door. I don't usually see castle, which is very nice to know that he is still being played at this sort of level. But I don't usually see him on this site. What they're doing here is they're trying to get open area. They're trying to just make sure that the attackers don't get control of this. They're going to have
they're expanding the site.
Yeah. Right, so they're expanding it over in an open area, making sure that, this rotate hole is open here over in the offices. The only thing that I'm not understanding here is why put this castle here? They put that castle there in elevator door, and that's still going to leave all of the upstairs to go down. That was a dope kill, by the way. I'm sorry I missed that.
Very low on health, though, and he is getting now a lot of pressure. Flashbangs, and Jaeger will fall instead by Sophia. Vigil jumping out, but does not see the thermite. Sadly, was looking the wrong. He was looking up instead of down. That is top floor control now strongly in the attacker's favor, which could be disastrous for the defense. A lot of damage being done through the floor. All of that floor is destructible for if you don't know, but most of that site, floor, ceiling, however you want to phrase it, is destructible.
Man, something that I haven't really been able to touch on here. Simple bringing in a ton of soft breach utility here. He's just bringing all sorts of breach charges. His utility alone, or his gadget alone, already given him those soft impacts to just open up the site as much as he wants, getting as many lines of sight as he can. onto the objective. However, what he doesn't realize is that there's still 2 people playing in open area. There's only 1 person sitting on site. So if they take down, I believe it was the Legion, yeah, if they take down Excelsion here and aren't able to rotate back fast enough, they're going to be able to just plant and then hold angles.
Yeah, no, I agree. They need to just they're giving up sight. Like the sight got cut in half with those holes in the floor that we were talking about. You can cut sight in half as the attacker.
Oh! Through the wall!
Oh!
Monkey through the wall with a beautiful headshot play. It does end up going down though. Simple will get that frag off onto Sauce, and now it's going to be a 2v3 and another 1v3. Excuse me. I spoke a little too soon, as Excelsion's going to be the last one alive. Tried going for a rotate and just couldn't get it back. Excelsion. And he's going to get taken down. Skywalker coming in with the last 2 final kills. It's going to be the Thatcher play, but my God, what a headshot through the wall. That was beautiful by Excelsion.
Oh, that was something to behold. That's just knowledge right there. He saw an opportunity. He knew where they were going to be pushing from, and he took a shot. He took a shot in the dark, and did it pay off? Did it pay off?
It paid off in that instant. Unfortunately, like I said, I mean, we pretty much read the play before it was going to happen. They got that plant down in sight, and they were just, you know, that's why I didn't like that castle over in that elevator hallway. With that shutting off that rotation, they couldn't go for that late flank. They couldn't, you know, they were pretty much just sort of stuck in open area.
Right. They couldn't go for the late flank because of the castle, and then the holes in the ceiling. You allowed the attackers to just literally cut the site in half. Like, you will not come into this site. You can have that one, but we're going to plant in this one, and it doesn't matter. They just cut the site in half and said, this is ours now. And there was not a lot the defenders could do in that situation. I absolutely agree. I think that castle just bottlenecked the defenders. Castle should be used to bottleneck the attackers, not your own team.
10 seconds remaining.
General rule of thumb.
5 seconds left.
I mean, let's see what they're going to do here. Are they going to try to, you know, play for the same site? Are they going to try to switch it up a little bit? So far, it's looking pretty carbon copy. Yep, there they are again, just castling off. If you're... Oh, no, Hectic.
Where was that?
Hectic.
It had to have been a spawn peak.
It was not Monkey, who ended up going upstairs.
That's just unfortunate.
Ooh, does a little bit of damage off on the Roham. Yeah, he went upstairs. They knew what they were doing. I mean, Void not switching it up like they did last time. When they lost downstairs, they switched up the strat, changed it up to something different. Now they're playing the exact same thing they did last time.
Ooh,
and that's gonna be Simple right in there to just shut him down.
He didn't realize that Sophia was there. I don't know. I can't tell if that was a bad call, bad read, or I don't know what that was, but he had no idea that Sophia was there.
Pretty much neither. What we were looking at there was just a bad strat. When you play the exact same strat 2 rounds in a row, the attacking team knows what you're doing. They know what to expect. They know what's going to go down. You know, they know where you're going to be sitting. Nobody is sitting in any different places. Think about it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Excuse me, Roham and Hectic were sitting in the exact same spots upstairs. I mean, Hectic, for instance, or not Hectic, excuse me. Roham, for instance, was even sitting on the same double windows upstairs on site, waiting for someone to rappel up there. Like, you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you know, you fool me once, you can't fool me again. That's just how it is. Simple's going to be coming in and getting the kill off on the Excelsion from above, and they're in the exact same predicament as they were before. One on site, one on open, and now they just got to try to rotate back.
But we do now have one pushing backside from the attackers, and they will push now, taking out the Mozzie IQ, and now inside Castle surrounded on both sides, and with gridlocks all around him. Gets shot through, oh no, not through the floor. It looked like it was through the floor, but there were gridlocks all around him.
He was getting shot from everywhere. He was getting killed either way.
Yeah, no, that was, but that does allow Void to go back downstairs. Now, I am curious to see what strategy they'll bring out downstairs, because if they bring out the exact same strategy, yes, they won with it, but if they pull out the exact same strategy, I feel like we're going to see, once again, FG look at that and be like, okay, we know what we did wrong. Now let's dismantle it. Like now
Right.
let's dismantle it.
And that's what I really hated to see last round there, is that they just, I mean, they did good the second time that they were downstairs. Yes, they did lose their first defense, but after that, they switched it up. They did a lot more pressure, from where the attackers were coming from. They kind of read where they were, how they were going to push. If you think about it, FG hasn't really switched up their attack too much. When they've been attacking, for each site that is, they've sort of been all doing the
Attackers need to
same
locate
approach
and defuse
from what they've
bombs.
been doing before, other than a little tweaks and twiddles here and there. The biggest thing about that is that it works both ways. If you do the same thing on defense 2 rounds in a row, the attackers can read that, yes. But when you do the same thing on attack 2 rounds in a row, the defenders should be able to read that too. And so that's why I don't understand why Void went for the exact same strat twice in a row when it failed so bad the first time around.
Especially because I Void did very quickly pick up on the fact that FG wasn't switching their attacks on that second
seconds
round,
to go.
and then did the exact, like you said, did the literal exact same
seconds left.
thing on their second defense on that archive tellers. They adapted that second
Attackers
round
are
on
moving out to
basement, but
locate
then
a
it
bomb
couldn't,
and
for
defuse it.
some reason, just couldn't seem to adapt that second round on archives. Now, once again, we are seeing an adaptation. We are seeing them do that hardcore server hold, but this time slightly different operators. We do still have the Smoke and the Ella, but we do have Jaeger also applying some pressure down there, it looks like, or maybe he's just putting down some last-second utility. Not quite sure. Looks like it might just be last-second utility. But this is
Yeah, it
interesting.
was looking like some... it was looking like some last second utility. Sorry to cut you off.
No, don't worry about it. I was just gonna say, but it does look like that Void is doing the exact same strategy again, which is a little worrying. But they do have a shield here this time, which I don't believe they had last time, giving Roham just a little bit more of that survivability, a little bit more ability to maybe to space out those smokes, not burn all 3 within like 30 seconds or something like that. 30 seconds, 45 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what I was about to say. The biggest thing right here that's going to make or break. See, watch how quick he uses that. Still has about 4 or 5 seconds left on that smoke, and he's already going to go out and waste it here. If he could just wait to throw his smokes, let them last a little bit longer. Look at that. Smoke's still pretty much up. No one's even began to push him yet, and he's just not waiting for it. He's just trying to waste 45 seconds here on these stairs with now no smokes. He has to rely on only a shotgun to be able to help him survive in this site.
See, I
Here
absolutely
they are
agree.
going to go push him again, and
Ooh, beautiful shot.
Bomb located by attackers.
ooh,
Ooh, that was new. I like that.
Sauce picked up on. Sauce knew exactly what was going to happen and picked up where his teammate failed, but does get taken down by the pure powerhouse of what is Chopper Tom. Everybody knows him as
Attackers
being
have
one of,
located a
if
bomb.
not the top fragger here in Collective Esports. He is just a animal. As soon as you give him IQ, as soon as you give him Ash, as soon as you give him any gun on attack that has any, a little bit more than 20 damage, he's going off with it. So Red Dot in a Dream is going to figure out exactly where this
Attackers
Maestro
recovered
cam
the bomb
is.
diffuser.
They're not going to... yeah, there's no
Nope.
way they're going to allow
They
this
refuse.
Maestro cam. Yeah, there's no way. Oh, he doesn't have any more charges. He's out.
Oh! Did they really let it happen again?
They let
I-
it happen again right before our eyes, and we missed it.
I can't believe that FG would make that kind of mistake. Legion has 2 of his mines on his person. I wonder where they're going to use that. Oh, he falls. Never mind. Oh, no, he's still alive.
Ooh, and Monkey's coming in with a vengeance. Got one killed, one down. They're all dropping in, and Monkey! What the heck?
What are you
Monkey with the
doing?
3K! Out of nowhere, comes in from behind, answers with the quickness. Nobody was on those stairs. He said, I'm not going down again. Monkey, what a play.
So, permission to reclassify Gridlock as a 3-speed?
Clip that. Clip that. Somebody get a time and clip that. That was beautiful. Monkey, we got all 3 of those kills, one after another. I was wondering where he was. I hadn't seen him the entire game. I'm like, nah, all of FG is pushing over on servers. Where's Monkey? And there
He's
he was
pushed
coming up
back.
from behind to get the easiest 3K I've ever seen.
I think he's pushed back back of sight every single time and been shut down. So I'm not really sure what happened with Void this time to let it happen. Because like you said, they've been doing these sort of static attacks. So I'm not really sure why they even let that happen, but they did. And Gridlock, aka Monkey, took full advantage of the fact that they were caught slacking and just
Attackers
said,
need to locate
"This
and
is my site
defuse
now.
bombs as they can.
Get out."
Yeah, well, that right there proves that just even letting one person slip past you is enough to just shred up your entire team. Oh, excuse me. Is that the acid reflux? Why, yes, it is, sir.
We are seeing CEO for the first time tonight. We are not going back to lockers. We are not going back to archives. Void decided to completely switch up their strategy and go CEO. And ironically, FG brought a Blackbeard. I don't know if they saw that coming, but Blackbeard very, very powerful on this site.
5 seconds.
A lot of able to use a lot of those windows or sit on parking garage and pick off. I mean, just Blackbeard very, very powerful on this site. So I don't know if that was a good read by FG or if that was just lucky. But
Oh, I mean, Chopper Tom has to be giggling right now with this pick, and I'm sorry I had to use that term, but he is just ecstatic that he was able to make that sort of read. Blackbeard, as you said, I could not even think of a more powerful operator to have on this site, but Monkey is going to unfortunately be taken down. Where did he get taken down at?
I think it looks like it was a spawn peek.
Right through the front door? Was it a spawn peek?
Oh,
Doesn't
well,
matter. Chopper Tom's going to answer back with one of his own.
There's that Blackbeard that we were talking about. Just absolutely a menace on these windows. He is absolutely gonna cut this site in half. Able to stop most rotations as long as he doesn't get too greedy and can hit his shots. Obviously, the infamous potato can always screw you over.
Always.
But I with the way Chopper Tom's been playing tonight, I doubt that he'll drop the ball on this one.
I mean, he is known as being a top fragger, but he's actually, I believe, yeah, he's at the bottom of the scoreboard right now. First is Simple, and then Monkey. Simple's been having a wonderful game, though. Like, let's be real. Simple has been getting in the right spots at the right time. But, I mean, it's not just him alone. His team as well have all been, like, their drone work, their ability to just be able to go around and give that intel out to their team is what's been getting him these kills. Roham does end up getting killed from upstairs, and now it's going to be the last three on site up above.
We do still have a Maestro in play, which obviously is a good amount of, as well as the smoke. Both of those ops are still in play, so this is definitely a doable 3v4, especially with only a minute left, minute 5 seconds, whatever, minute-ish. But this Blackbeard could just prove to be absolute problematic.
Chopper Tom! Chopper Tom with the call-out from his teammates! They knew exactly where he was. He said, hey, shoot here real quick, and he did just that. Chopper Tom is going to push in. Oh my god, that was, somebody clipped that headshot.
Please. There's one more in Janitor's. Last one's Janitor's.
And there's going to be Chopper Tom getting down to Tommy.
I think that was a 3K as well.
Indeed it was. Chopper Tom going from second to last to fifth. He had 2, came in with the 3K on that Blackbeard. Once again, thanking the stars that this Blackbeard pick was chosen for this site. I mean, come on, man. You really couldn't have picked for a better operator. But if we're going to talk about anything, that headshot, that beautiful headshot through the wall, what coordination from his team. They gave, oh, is that the Cavi Elite? I haven't seen that yet. But
yes,
I have not seen that yet. But yeah, what can we say here?
That was beautiful.
That was just, it was coordination. That's really all it was. And I was saying it beforehand. I was saying it was simple with how much FG has been able to get those drones out, get that intel out to their teammates, let everybody know, hey, this is where they are. And I mean, everyone on FG's been taking advantage of that. Simple dropping 7, Crisis and Monkey dropping 5, as well as Chopper Tom and Skywalker 4 and 2. Nobody's really falling behind. They're all sort of just
here tonight.
Spreading the love. Yeah, nobody's slacking. They're all spreading the love when it comes to these kills.
And something you just haven't pointed out yet, but I'm sure you were going to get to eventually. One more round for FG, and they secure a point.
10 seconds to go.
Oh,
more round.
absolutely.
deployed and ready to go.
I was going to say that last
5
round.
seconds
Completely
left.
forgot about
Stop
it.
worrying about grenades
But
now.
yeah, this so. I mean, defense.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
This map, depending on who you ask, can be 50-50. Personally, I think it's a defender-sided. You ask a lot of
I
other players, and they can
absolutely
say
think
it's
it's
a little
defender-sided.
more. Yeah, I personally think it's defender-sided. Other people think it's more attacker-sided. Again, it's really who you ask here. The problem with rather it being, regardless of it being defender or attacker-sided, is that now it's a 5-1. 5-1, and the team that's up 5 or is up 4 is on defense. So they're pretty much Void is already down 4 points. So they already know that. Now they have to try to basically do what FG did to them. Yeah,
They have to perfect.
They have to perfect if they want to take this.
If they want all 3 points, they can't drop a single. They can't drop a single attack. If they want to get all 3 points, and that is a pretty big task, especially on the map known as Bank. I don't know. I phrased it that way. Ignore me.
Oh, nice thing. Looks like Satami the Thermite is going to be droning out for his team to see the Mozzie notification down there, but will not fall to it. And it looks like, yeah, everyone's just sort of droning out. They're all sort of waiting, wasting a lot of time, not really getting any control of, server or server stairs, not really getting any control of, elevator stairs here. They're just sort of. They even have anybody pushing garage? No,
the thing that I think
don't.
is interesting, the thing that I think is interesting is they're hunting roamers that, well, one, don't exist, but B, they're hunting roamers. Jackal's not banned. If you're gonna hunt roamers, and that is going to be an unfortunate disconnect for FG, that will put them a man down. But if you're gonna hunt roamers as hard as you are, bring a Jackal. That's his whole job. That's his whole job.
Yeah, and I mean, to waste this much time already. And Simple is going to be able to make that flank again, and this is what I was talking about. They didn't have control of elevator stairs. They didn't have anyone in garage. They just sort of allowed Simple to be able to come up and get that frag. It's going to be a refrag, however, by Sauce. Roham getting another.
And with
wow,
that disconnect,
my words.
And with that disconnect, they're down into a 2v4. That is very unfortunate, but they do still have probably the 2 most important anchors. They have the C4 from Kaid, as well as the 2 Echo drones able to stop the fusing planting. And ooh, well,
Monkey
Kaid,
just had to watch as his teammate get slammed. Hectic
that was
pushing
something.
up.
Attackers need to protect
The fuser's down.
compromised.
Ooh, this is 45 seconds now for. Less than 45 seconds for Monkey to retake in a 1v4. We'll start off strong with 1 onto Thatcher, and he's looking for more, but it does not look like the attackers are really going to give themselves up. They're not really peeking, they're not holding hard angles, and there will be a fight. Ooh, Monkey having to reload, doesn't lose too much health, but I don't think he did any damage either. He will drop the
This is the
Sophia.
biggest thing right here. Nobody on hatch. Is there somebody on hatch? There is, and that's going to be the second triple kill for Monkey.
There's no time, and it doesn't matter because Monkey will be taken out by the IQ. But Monkey, with the absolute fight back, refusing to give up the round, very impressive by him. But the attackers just knew that they just had to hold those passive angles and numbers, sheer numbers. Their player did reconnect. I wasn't sure if I saw that or not. Their player did reconnect, so there will be no rehost.
Monkey almost got that 4K.
He did.
Let's not throw that down. That is the second 3K by Monkey with that. I mean, the man's just a monster with an ACOG. What can we say? He give him a 3 speed, give him that ACOG, and he will commit. Somebody clip that as well, please. But, yeah, unfortunately, there just wasn't enough time. There wasn't enough... How do I put it? I feel like if Skywalker was able to get a kill, or maybe even 2, Monkey might have had more time to be able to, try to get the finishing kills. Maybe would have had enough time to get the diffuser, but with how quick they were able to get everything down, how quick they were taking down, not to mention with the, disconnect, how quick Void was able to take down FG. There just really wasn't enough time to execute anything other than, hey, get some rest. Get up that collective KD, as they say.
Right? So here's what I will say, though. That was a pretty big momentum for FG. They were riding the momentum, then they got hit with the disconnect, then they just kind of, like you said, they just kind of got picked off one by one by one. That's a pretty big momentum breaker. That round could potentially be a pretty big momentum breaker.
10 seconds
So,
to insertion.
if we see momentum shift in the side of Void, we actually might see that perfecting attack. Or we might see, like what you said, we might see Void pull off the exact same thing that FG did, which would result in a tie. Which, in sort of Void situation right now, isn't the worst thing on the planet.
I mean, even with a tie, that's still better than going out with 0 points. If you don't know, Void is actually in first place right now when it comes to the standings. They have yet to be defeated. So if FG takes them here, if FG is able to... Oh, Chopper Tom, you sneaky little guy. If Void actually loses this, this is going to be the first loss for them.
Very, very, very key fact to point out here. And sort of, like I said, just that kind of round, if FG's not careful, could be absolutely a momentum breaker. Does look like Chopper Tom might get droned out. Did it see him? Did it see him? It definitely saw him now.
Yep, definitely seen him now. Gets the pings out to his team, and now they know exactly where Chopper Tom is. Now it's going to be a manhunt for Chopper Tom.
It looks like he's just going to fall back to
someone...
sight. It looks like he's just going to fall back to sight, which I think is the smart play. Because, like we pointed out last round, they spent a lot of time searching for a roamer that didn't exist. Void did. They spent a lot of time looking for a roamer that didn't exist. Yes, we had the late rotate by the Mozzie, but they hunted a roamer that did not exist for the first, minute and a half of the round?
I mean, and even with Chopper Tom not really doing anything there, you know, just getting droned out and getting pushed back to sight, now they're nervous. Now Void has to be careful of somebody trying to push up, you know, any of these stairs, trying to, you know, come around for that flank and get off another kill like they did last time. And I mean, we'll look at the first confrontation might go out as Roham is going to be facing with Skywalker down below.
The one thing though that I will say,
Skywalker.
the one thing I will say though is they are maintaining control of all the staircases this time. They're not leaving one just sort of as in a beautiful C4 by Simple on the Mozzie. Oh, that is the IQ off the field, but it will be traded back. That is Jaeger off the board. Chopper Tom, really big fragger, as we talked about.
What happened there is that Chopper Tom was sitting by this door, shot him through the soft wall, and, you know, there it is. This right here, this is where they're going to wish they took out this smoke earlier. This smoke play is going to be huge. Crisis could just sit on this door and just hold this here. He has nothing else that he needs to do. With enough damage going down, he is going to be able to just take him out. Sauceboss going down. And Server Stairs is just going to be able to be held off. 15 seconds left. And the Fuser. So Tommy's going to try to push his way around.
Rotating.
He doesn't have enough time for this. And he gets taken down. Diffuser's upstairs. There's nothing they can do. 1v3. There's just not enough time. Diffuser upstairs does get the kill, but defenders will take that round. As Simple will get that final kill off on the Hectic. Oh. What were you doing? What were you doing? 15 seconds left and he tried to go for that rotate.
I mean, to be fair though, did FG really give him an option? Did FG really give him a choice? Think about it.
At that point, you just have to try to frag out that smoke. There's really nothing else that you can do.
I mean, I get what you're saying, and on some level that's like a hindsight thing, because in that moment you're like, gee, we're not getting through this smoke, let me do a quick rotate. Yes, you're right, they didn't have time. Thermite's not a 3-speed. If he was a 3-speed, maybe there would have been time, and that's a big maybe. But he's not a 3-speed. But at that point, you know, you're sitting there in sort of a panic situation, like, oh god, you know, what do I do? Let me rotate, you know, that last second kind of panic rotate, like, yeah, that makes sense. No, it doesn't, but, you know, in that moment, you're like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Well, one thing I want to talk about, Simple on this Mozzie play, he has dropped 12 kills throughout the game so far. Hopefully Excelsion can see the... How do I put it? You can see how well a gridlock was needed, especially for downstairs. If those gridlocks were in any better position, Simple would not have been able to rotate back up the way he would have, at least without giving away his position immediately. So he's going to be the one to look at this game.
Can we talk about that C4? Can we talk about that C4?
Oh, that C4 was disgusting. He pushed up those stairs, dropped the C4 right on Excelsion's head, and said, "Yeah, no more for you."
That was amazing. Mozzie got an arm. He might be short, but he got an arm.
Wow, that was really clean. Just got himself a drone up there in main lobby. That's gonna be a very useful drone later on. Actually, that shot was well done.
That might be the best shot of the game.
Ooh, Monkey's going off the 3-speed roll and is gonna go for this roamer. I mean, I don't blame him though. 6'2", you can kind of do what you want when you have this much leniency. Yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know what else there is to say.
It also looks like that they're playing the site a little bit more fluid, not so hard anchored, not so like there's a lot less strings, if that makes sense. Like they're a little bit more ebb and flow.
I just want to get here. I just want Tommy to get a kill here, and he has throughout the game, but he needs to get at least one more that I can capture, so I have a valid reason to say what I need to say. Looks like he will be droning out for his team, however, as well as Excelsion, and that's smart. Getting off those, getting off those gridlocks there onto Sunlight Stairs is going to be good for that flank, but Skywalker is going to be taken down upstairs. It's going to be by Hectic. I guess he's trying to go for that rotate hole and got taken down.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Skywalker is one of their usual anchors. So with Monkey off site, this might be an easy, sort of ignore entirely. Just take site.
Don't let it get too easy on you. Yes, they do have that gridlock for the flank watch, but they still don't know that Monkey is sitting downstairs in lobby. Roham is going to get another kill. Simple with the refrag, however. Where are you? There he is. He is going to be running downstairs. Going to try to rotate up elevator stairs, but doesn't realize that there is going to be those gridlocks there, so he has to be careful. Oh, never mind. They didn't put them on there.
They put them there in the hallway. Why would they put them
on the hallway there? Excelsion is going to get that kill off over on the Monkey, but a quick refrag to answer back by Simple as he takes down Excelsion. And now there's nobody on site.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Tommy gets taken down, Uwu, and that's going to be a triple kill for Simple. Hectic does have site control, but he doesn't have the diffuser. That was going to be the diffuser down by Simple. And now, what else can he do? He's going to have to try to make his way out and get this diffuser. They're just going to play time. 20 seconds left.
Does tag the castle, but it's not enough to put him down.
10 seconds left.
And that right there is going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. Crisis for the final kill on FG. Farside Gaming being the first team in collective to take him down. Void being defeated. Farside takes the map.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful, absolutely stunning round.
Stunning game. I mean, 7-2. What else can you say but flawless victory? As you know, look at this score. What do you say to that? Simple and Monkey dropping 15 and 8. And then another 8. I believe that was I couldn't even see who it was. I believe that was Crisis to drop another. So those two right there, that's 31 kills between those three. Three people alone dropped. And another 10 between the two bottom fraggers. That's an insane number of kills that these guys are carrying on their backs. The entire team, one after the other, was just unstoppable tonight. And I mean, let's get Monkey in here to talk for himself on the matter.
Absolutely. I can't wait to talk to him.
And here he is.
Monkey, my friend, how are you? Remember to include your audio.
Include your audio, friend.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And with Monkey joining us in the party, I just want to first start out by saying, congratulations on your win.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
GG's to you guys. GG's to you guys.
Thank you, man.
Not to
Thank you,
toot your
thank
own
you.
horn or boost you guys up more than what you guys are probably already feeling right now, but you guys are actually the first team to take on Void and win. Void, if you don't know, has really been undefeated pretty much so far in their bracket. So how are you feeling about that?
I feel great, definitely great.
Feel great.
We walked into this game knowing that they went undefeated. They beat MMG, which is like a top team, and then they got a tie once. And I was like, yeah, we definitely need to do this. And especially this is for the playoffs. Yeah, we're definitely doing this, man. And that's what we did tonight.
Yeah, and I mean to go 7-2 on that was there's nothing else to say other than congratulations with that. I noticed I noticed a lot of your 3Ks, and by notice them I mean we were watching them. We got a lot of your 3Ks, all of them actually. So back to back to back, those are pretty insane. Simple as well, dropping 15 kills on his head alone, and then another 16 between you and Crisis. What were your guys' comms like when you guys came in and just powerhoused your way through these rounds? Your comms must have been insane.
Yeah, no, it was definitely insane, man. At the beginning, we were ready to go. We knew exactly what we were doing, and we did our homework on Void, and we knew exactly what was happening. And then
So,
once, Void did. Go ahead, Loopy.
oh, I'm seeing, I don't know if this is true or whatever, but I am seeing something in chat briefly talking about that we beat Void? That we beat Void? I was sort of out of the loop for a while because I had some chaos going on in my life. I'm
Oh,
not
I've been on
sure.
vacation for the last like 2 weeks, so. But
Yes,
now
F6, if
that
I'm correct, they did beat them last time on Cafe.
Okay.
That was our last
I,
match.
I said my life has been. I know it's my team, but my life's been in utter chaos for the past few weeks. So like,
Yeah, no, I
well,
definitely get it.
still.
Yeah, but yeah, either way though, yes, we were prepared. We came in ready. Once he took that first round, that's when Script, I was talking to him. I was like, listen, you gotta, I see your gun. You're killing stuff, man. So just continue, do your thing, and that's exactly what he was doing. And the rest of the team was just, going behind my back, and it was like, listen, we're just gonna do this on the tag, and get the plant down. That's what Crisis was getting the plant down most of all the time. So kudos to him.
Yeah, I mean, biggest changeup that I've seen this time is that usually he's known for being top fragger across the board with Simple. Him and Simple are known as like the dream team frag squad of collective. But Chopper Tom, even though he did get some good kills, especially where he needed them to be, and didn't do bad in any means, he didn't get the amount of kills we are used to seeing. Is that because did you put him on a different role this game? I noticed he was playing IQ pretty much every round except for when he played Blackbeard. And when he played Blackbeard, he got that 3K off the bat.
what a pick!
So,
What a pick on
yeah,
that.
those
I actually,
picks were insane. Yeah.
I do want to
What
ask
was
that
that?
question quickly, if I may
Yeah.
interrupt. Was that a read or was that like just luck that you ended up getting CEO?
Yeah, no. When they went CEO, we kind of knew it because of the operators that they brought. And then once I got picked off the bat, when Doc, I think it was Roham, killed me. So all I told my boys, I was like, listen, I'm dead. That means I'm gonna go on drones, and that's exactly what they did. They set up drones for me. And then as soon as I was just pinging the life out of them, that's what Tom was just going off with that Blackbeard, who was just one tapping a couple people. So that's what definitely
That
led
shot
him to
was
get those kills.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're
We saw
you're
that.
gonna see them.
We
Yeah,
saw
we seen
that.
all of those. And those were just insane. We had a couple things to say on that, but other than that, we didn't see Chopper Tom put in the kind of work that we're used to seeing Chopper
Yeah.
Tom put in.
Yeah.
Is there a reasoning for that? Did he just sort of have a different mentality coming in tonight, or was it just
Yeah.
Simple's turn to shine?
No, it was definitely just a different mindset because when we practice bank, we make the IQ and of course him, we make him focus on protecting the bomb at all cost. So that's what he was doing mostly, and that's when you saw Simple as Sophia. He was taking more of the charge of getting the frags, pushing in from behind. That's what he and me were doing when I was playing Gridlock. That's what we were trying to do. So that's why he's kind of more
Absolutely.
shine back.
And that does make a lot more sense because I've seen him play on Coastline, I've seen him play on Clubhouse, I've seen him play on many different maps, on different roles. Usually I've seen him playing Zofia, but that man just dominates the map as soon as he gets in. He is the entry frag, he is a top roamer. Simple as well has always been known as a great fragger. Pretty much everyone on your team is. And with with how many kills you guys drop, it just shows. We were saying that before you got in here. But yeah, to see Chopper Tom not at the top of the scoreboard is definitely a little interesting. Something I wasn't used to seeing. But regardless of what happened, you guys still played your roles perfectly. I mean, 7-2, you can't really, other than a 7-0, you really can't win much better than that. So 7-2
7-1.
across the board. That it was 7-2.
No.
It was 7-2.
No, Monkey got it.
Oh no, he.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, no. Now I get it. I'm slow. Thank you. I'm slow. Anyways, toot your own horn some more. But yeah, you can't really ask for much better than that. Loopy, if there's anything else you want to say, you should probably say it now because I'm about to give Monkey his 30 seconds before we wrap this up.
All I want to say is, Monkey, pretty amazing game you had, and 2 3Ks. Good, congrats on that.
Thank you.
3Ks.
Appreciate that.
But other than that, I mean, honestly, Mex kind of hit everything. I asked the big question that I had, so that's pretty much it for me.
All right. Well, with that being said, Monkey, your 30 seconds of fame. Please use them wisely, and then we'll go to wrap this up.
Yeah, and of course, thank you guys. I want to say, obviously, thank you, Collective, for watching. Thank you guys for casting this game, of course. Void, congratulations, and thank you guys for an amazing match. You guys killed it on your end. I know you guys did. And of course, congratulations to my team. You guys killed it. I'm just nonstop practice. So I appreciate everything that you guys are doing for the team, and we made it to playoffs. That's one of the goals that we wanted. So I definitely appreciate all you guys at home and doing your best. And then shout out for the team, of course. Crisis. We got Skywalker over there, Tom, you got your script. Everybody was doing an amazing job, man. So thank you guys so much, and of course our coach Pride for running us through the VODs of Void and making sure that we were ready for these guys.
All right.
Well, with that being said, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out here and Collective tonight. We actually had a lot better showing, which I'm glad. Some of the last games that we've had were not that big as I wanted them to be, and I'm sorry about that hiatus, so I've not been able to cast these games personally due to not having a microphone. But your boy is back, and I got a bunch of new chords, like 5 of them, so if this one breaks, it's good. But,
happens once, and Mex says no. Yeah, it happened
never
once,
again.
and Mex
Never,
said no.
never again. I was out without a mic for like 2 months.
Yeah, I
Never
was.
again.
I mean,
So-
Mex, while you were gone, I picked up like 3 games. I picked up like 3 matches, like in like a week or something like that. It was crazy. I was trying my hardest to pick up the slack.
And now that I'm back, y'all better be ready to hear a lot more of me, a lot more of your boy, a lot more of the Mex, because don't forget, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be watching Reborn go up against Loyalty. I don't know who's casting that, but it's probably going to be me. So, make sure to come check that in. Make sure to come in here next time to go watch that. I've been Mex. With me, my co-host, Loopy. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
That's me.
Make sure to follow us. That is him. Make sure to follow us, everybody, on every social media platform you could think of at Collective_eSports on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, probably Facebook, YouTube, or whatever the hell else you can think about. Throw a Gmail in there while you're at it, and make sure to show us some love. Make sure to show us some love in the Discord. Get those votes out for the next game. I'll see you guys all next time at Collective eSports.